This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Alright, creature, it's you and me in the ring, and we're gonna fight this day on Monday. That's right, Monday is when we're gonna finish this. And Simon, you better know I'm coming for you. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Shadow Hearts. It's time to fight this creature here. What type of creature would this nasty thing be called? I hear you say. Well, it's a three-headed being of horror called the Scapegoat. Yeah, I don't know why it's called the Scapegoat, but hey. It's got 7,700 HP, 900 MP. Its wind class drops to the Crucifix, another one, even though we've already got 3, but hey, 4, why not? And it drops 50,000 experience and 27,500 gold. So let's change to our most strongest character, in this case, Amon. Oh, make sure to have, actually, I don't think I need Crucifixes on this guy, actually. I mean, he does a decent amount of damage to us. Let me think. Oh yeah, he does Death Touch and Slash. So Slash, regular damage. Death Touch will, I believe, knocks off a certain percentage of our HP. And then he has like a wind ability that hits us, but no afflictions. But still, I'll equip the Crucifix anyway, just because. Anyway, we're gonna smack this guy like always. And we'll do a decent amount of damage to him. Any spell will really work on him, but since he's wind, you know, if you have earth spells and stuff like that. Ow. Alright then. Just gonna go ahead and have you do your thing, so let's see. Yeah, let's go Strong Earth, why not? We'll just have Zhuzhen heal himself, so. Ooh, stones. Yeah, unfortunately it's all about oops. I accidentally healed Haley instead. I don't know why I did that. I wasn't really paying attention. I was going to hit Zhuzhen with that, but you know, unfortunately I couldn't back up with that, so oh well. Yeah, unfortunately it's pretty much all Yuri here if you want to get like a ton of damage. I mean, realistically, the damage that like Haley and Zhuzhen do, it's not bad. It's just, like I said, compared to like compared to what Yuri can do, it's kind of crazy how little damage they do comparatively. But I mean, if I wasn't recording, I wouldn't mind like taking as much time as I need to do this. But since we're recording, I try to be as efficient as I can. I mean, if I wanted to be super efficient, I'd be using like attack items all the time on this just to make it do even more damage. Yeah, every turn we're getting like 800 damage off of him, so. You know, should take at least 10 rounds to beat him. If not sooner, if we get a little bit of extra damage with Zhuzhen and Haley. The reason I'm using Haley and Zhuzhen mainly is just, if I can get some spells on him, I can do a little bit of extra damage. If not, then I can just heal and stuff like that. Ouch. Yeah, it's one of those abilities that just will just take a percentage of our HP off. It's like 80% or something like that. Maybe not 80, but a decent amount of percentage of our HP. So usually put us in the critical. Won't kill us. But I can show off my final flame ability too while we're here, why not? Yeah, let's show off his final ability, the Flames of Fudo. For a second, it looks like he summoned Sauron, or yeah, Sauron from Lord of the Rings or something like that. But then he also summoned, looks like Asura or something like that. Oh wait, no, I think the description of the spell says it actually does do that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, every time you use your final ability in the game, it'll do that whole, it'll break the strike ring because you're, you know, breaking, you know, whatever to do your damage. So let's see how much damage Black Hole does, even though it's not elemental. Or not element, not his opposite element, I mean. Let's see, I think he did like 200 something with the... Yeah, it's just a better spell, so oh well. Yeah, sometimes some spells are like that, even if you hit its weakness, it's not... I think it's because defense-wise, its defensive stat is average, so... Yeah, don't worry about using all your MP, obviously, because as soon as we beat this guy, we'll have another spot to use a tent, so. Yeah, we're getting decent with some strikes there. Don't death touch him. Don't do it. Oh, wait, he did it, so we'll have to heal. I'd say the only problem with using this crew is just because of the whole low SP, but I do have monkey earrings equipped, so that's probably why. Keep attacking. I mean, I do like the design. You gotta give this game credit. Most of the designs for all the monsters are pretty cool and different than, well, until they obviously, did I ever show off Fury Serpent? I don't think I did. I'll cast it even though it's not that strong a spell comparatively. But, yeah, even though they do use some reskins, you know, so some of the Hydra on this guy, it's still, when they do have unique monsters like certain bosses, it's definitely a nice treat to see what they come up with. You know, that's something different from, like, you know, an orc or whatever. Which I don't mind orcs, or games that have orcs and goblins, obviously. But, you know, sometimes you want something a little bit different, you know, that kind of goes, oh, this is weird, you know. Yeah, you don't really need Alice's arc ability for this. This is why I chose these guys, just to give them a chance to get some experience. And he's down. He's down. Now we got Shock Max, which is Haley's final spell in the game. So now I can start working on Keith and try to get his levels up. But anyway, we get the final save point in the game, because past this point, this is the point of no return. So if you want to do any side quests or anything with that, other than that, it's final destination type of situation. So let's take a look at Shock Max there. Shock Max inflicts heavy non-class damage on a target. So yeah, don't have to worry about strength or weaknesses. If you want just pure damage, boom, there you go. So, all right. Well, I could continue on. However, I do want to continue back into town to take care of some things. So let's do that, and to work on some of the final side quests of the game. But first, I feel like fighting in the pits. All right, we made our way back to the London rats in London, and back before we fought Albert Simon in the Nimbleton Monastery, the girl here could only summon one creature, but now that we've beaten him, she can now summon a whole bunch of creatures. But yeah, she's basically the pit fight like Master Jin was in Asia. So also we talked to Carl. We get some interesting information from him. The world is full of surprises. Sharon can bring a strange creature now, and for some reason I went strange. I could see it. The monster thou hast defeated accounts for 95% of the total. Now you're probably thinking, is that important that I get 100%? Well, sort of. If you get 100% total of all the monsters defeated in the game in your bestiary, you get a special item from them. However, the only way to do that is you have to have beaten the game once already, because the final bosses of the game count for your bestiary. So you have to play through the game twice just to get to him. Is it worth going through all that just to get the rare item or whatever from New Game Plusing it? Not really, but if you like the game and wanted to play it through just for fun, and you happen to do this, that works. It's just not that crazy of a thing. Though, I'll try to show it off maybe like as a bonus episode or something like that, just to show off everything. But that'll take me a while, so I might not be able to do that within the Halloween like era. I might just have to do the bonus episode like sometime down the line when I get some free time on that, because I'll have to play through the game again. Although the game only takes like 20 plus hours to do, especially if you redo New Game Plus, you get to keep your levels. So but anyway, it also says the treasure that was accumulated is 98%, which means we're missing a couple. Now, do you get anything for that? No, you don't. You don't get a reward for getting all the treasure. It's just a reward in and of itself that you got all that treasure. So the world is truly a mysterious place. But anyway, if we talk to the girl here, I'm good to go. I can summon any monster. Do you want to see a monster? No thanks. No, she didn't say anything. No. Anyway, so yeah, I want to see it. Who's gonna fight? So in this case, we can choose whoever is in our current party here, but anyone could do it. And you're probably thinking, is there any reward for it, like in Asia? Because in Asia, you really didn't get anything if you used Margaret or Zhu Jin. But if you got Yuri, you got the Alice's Cross. Well, you actually do get a reward. Everyone has a unique reward to them. But if you win all the fights, which is 10 fights in all, with every character, you actually get another special reward, which I want to use for another special fight. So I'm going to be fighting with every single character, but I'm only going to show it once. After that, I'll do all that off screen, because it's basically me just... But I'll talk about my strategies for doing that. Now, if you just want to do Yuri, Yuri's pretty easy to do this. Just choose his best fusion, equip him with a crucifix, and then whatever items boost his attack, like the Mind's Eye or the Demon Earrings. You might give him some Berserk Earrings to improve his HP a bit. But overall, Yuri can just curb stomp this stuff. Keith, you can customize him a little bit. I would suggest similar stuff to what Yuri's build is. If you can do a Mind's Eye with him, give him that. If not, give him the Demonic Earrings, I think it was, the one that give you 20% extra damage for physical attacks. I would also suggest giving a Berserk Earring just to increase his HP, but it's not too required. The reason for that is actually anyone can really use Berserk Earrings because some of the monsters here can do a decent amount of damage. If you're doing Haley, Alice, or Zhu, you want to equip them with, well, obviously crucifixes, but it's probably a good idea to equip them with the priest earrings or the one that increases their MP, because that's basically all they're going to do. They're going to be casting magic all the time. So you also want to have a good stock of MP restoratives when doing their fights. Margaret is similar to Keith and Yuri. She's a little bit more difficult to fight because she's physically weaker than Yuri Keith, and I'm not very good at using her Mind's Eye, so she's actually the toughest character in my personal opinion. And you think it'd probably be Alice. Well, I mean, she is a challenge, and Zhu is a challenge too because of his low HP. But I don't know, Margaret, always have trouble with her. But anyway, let's play as Haley because you get a nice reward for beating it with him. So you haven't won once. All right, let's go. All right, who do we got first? And it's random who we fight, by the way. So. All right, our first enemy is the Kamazats. So, I actually forgot to put him in the back. I should have put actually, I thought I put him in back row. Maybe he's already in the back. Oh, no. So he's already, okay. I could have swore I put him in the back row. I wonder if it automatically puts him in the front row during these encounters. Oh, well, anyway. The Kamats are wind, so we want to use, well, usually I'd use earth damage, but I think I just want to hit him with a pretty powerful spell. It could just do shock max. Let's do black hole and see if that's a decent amount of damage for this guy. And I have plenty of mana extracts that I bought from that one shop in Prague, if you want to know where you can get some mana extracts from. So there you go. Not too bad. And you do get experience from this, so if you're a little bit behind on experience, you can get some. Though, really, there are a couple that don't give you experience. We'll go over that when we get them. Wow, you won. Will you challenge it again? No, I'll quit here, I guess. No. Yeah, I'm going to kick their butts. All right. Yep, we got oh, what was that priest's name again? No. But we got, Rosan there, which Rosan is, for those who don't remember, he's water elemental, so we can cast Aqua Blade on him. Nah, I could have probably got on perfect, but.
I hate you! I hate you!
Not bad damage. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be pulling a Yuri, so. Because Yuri could just browbeat these guys to death. Magic users are probably the hardest to obviously use in this case, so. And of course, he uses a spirit defense on himself, so I'll do even less damage.
I hate you!
That doesn't hurt me too badly. Yeah, we actually get to show off some of his abilities. I don't know if he showed off all of his abilities before when we fought him. I mean, you could use Haley as a physical fighter, I guess, but really Haley's bonuses is in magic. So, I mean, you could try doing Slingshot in the Mind's Eye, and maybe you could get more damage out of it. I considered that, but. It should be just pop him into the back there for that way we can reduce his damage a bit. And luckily, Haley has a really good healing too, so even if he does lose a lot of HP, and he's got a decent amount of SP. That's why I didn't equip like a monkey ring on him to get more experience. So, because we don't level his SP really much anymore. I mean, if you're worried, you do have all those like if you haven't been using them, you do have those stat boosting items. Although I'm gonna save those for other characters. I usually don't use them on Yuri because stat boosting items because he's already pretty powerful at that point. So yeah, unfortunately, this is gonna take a hot minute just because Yuri would be able to just like wreck everyone, but no, everyone we have to take a few turns to go through these so beat them. Trying to remember who actually has the most HP out of all of them. Yeah, actually, it might be the special guest stars for this, and you'll know who they are when we actually fight them. And they, unfortunately, they're terrible because they do like a ton of damage to you, kind of like before. But might heal here pretty soon. And we're still only on the second battle, so. Well, luckily I have a decent amount of agility, so I can almost overlap him. Although probably the best one for this. Oh yeah, this is why you want crucifixes, by the way, for like all the stat affliction stuff. But yeah, probably what I should have done is maybe I should have recorded this using the weakest character just to show you how to do it. But this is why I wanted to gain as many levels as I could with the party, so that way we could actually do these fights. And almost getting there, he's wiggling. This is why I also don't want to show this fight multiple times, because these fights take forever if you're not a combat wielder, so I'm gonna have to use a SP restorative here in a second. Yeah, keep hating on people. It's not gonna change anything about them. Yeah, aren't these fun, folks? Just like taking forever to do all these fights. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like this game, but yeah, there's just some things that are just like, you know, come on, man, this takes forever. Yeah, I didn't need to use pure extracts on these guys, so. And this is why I also wanted to use the priest earrings, because I'm casting so much magic, so I need to reduce the MP cost a little bit, so I'm not using a ton of mana extracts on this guy, so. I think at some point I might end up just eventually just fast forwarding through the rest of these fights, just because, like I said, they're really not that interesting to watch. We did the first time. We were able to go through them rather quickly because of our Yuri and everyone in the crew, but fighting a boss with one character that takes forever to do, well, there we go, finally. Yeah, well, there's that one. But yeah, we got a decent amount of experience from it, 15,000, just. Yeah, I think he's the next toughest guy just because of how long it takes to find him. Wow, you won. But anyway, let's keep going. Oh, we got the nasties here. Oh boy. Got the perfect wind shear this time, and they are light elemental. So dark magic would work, but unfortunately I am out of magic here. So let's see. What do I have? I thought I had ones that heal a couple of HP and MP. Let's see. Yeah, let's use a Tea of the Holy One. Why not? Give me some MP. And heal me, because the wind shield can do a decent amount of damage. Oh, right, I need to. I keep forgetting I'm set back in the back again, so. Let's cast Black Hole, and then I'll heal. Luckily, this guy's. Oh! Dang it. I hate when I do that. I really gotta stop trying to crit if I don't need to. You know what I mean? Let's. Yeah, we got plenty of terror strikes. Let's do that. And I can get more from, because I've got like a ton of footsteps I could, you know. Ow. Luckily, luckily I've got the crucifixes on, so I don't have to worry about ring abnormalities. I think I mentioned that before, but yeah, it's one of the few things that the game doesn't straight up mention is that, yeah, you're immune to ring afflictions with the crucifix on, so. Shining Armor of Death! Well, luckily I've got a crucifix on, so that won't insta-kill me. It does a lot of damage, but it won't kill me. But, yeah. These guys will start chunking a lot of my HP. But actually, I think this is the strongest enemy we can fight in the Coliseum, actually. Or the pit, or whatever you want to call it. Man, that, I hate how that thing does so much damage to me. And I'm at a decent level, too. I mean, probably 47 to 50 is probably where you want to be when you do these fights. Obviously, if you could be higher level, that'd be great, but... And another black hole. Yeah, I'm not trying to get perfect, so I don't want to waste as many turns as I have, you know, because otherwise, you know, dragging it out, I'll start running out of resources. I probably should have bought a few more resource restoratives, you know, just in case. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the... Ooh, no, my HP is pretty low. Let's get a root. And then I'll do MP restorative. Just in case he casts that one ability. Nope, but... Let's see, do I have enough HP if he does that? Yeah, I do, so I could do a mana extract. I was basically waiting to see how much my HP would be and if he casts that one spell. But, yeah, unfortunately, when it comes to the healers, a lot of my turns are going to be me just healing like every other turn, despite me having really good healing. And I'll have to use a pure root here in a second. So this is why I don't want to show these fights over and over and over again. Now, why did I show Haley specifically out of all of them? I'm not sure why. I just kind of wanted to show Haley, I guess. You know, Koudelka's kid, you know. Okay, so 291 is the one I have to... is my relative worry point, so... We'll worry back to frickin' healing again. Oh well, can't get maxed every time, so... But yeah, I don't have all the stats for the wind shear. It's just his thing is... I don't remember having a ton of HP. His really big thing is just how much damage this guy does, like every other turn. You know, casting this ability on me. Even with my, you know, items and everything like that, I've got equipped the best armor and everything. I still do a ton of damage. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal again. Yeah, I might have to refill on pure roots and all this other stuff. The only reason I'm not using pure extract is because really that's a bit overkill, and with the cost of it, you could get pure roots and heal just a decent amount of damage without worry. Or damage. Enough SP without worry. Because usually for most characters, a pure root is enough to heal them completely from that, so... Although I did think about using some of those soul... Oh, see, and there he goes. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of HP. It's just, you know, he just does a ton of damage. I have to keep healing myself, so... And we don't get experience for that. Yep. That's just how it is. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, there's one more shear we can fight that's bad, but... Oh, okay, we've got some bugs there. They are Dark Elemental. So, actually, let's show off Shock Max. Oh, wait, that's only one. Never mind. Well, too late now. We'll show it off.
Mother, give me power.
I forgot Shock Max is a single target attack spell, so whoops. Luckily they don't do a ton of damage, so. Alright, let's, you know what, I guess, you know, I might, even though they're Dark Elemental, I might still do enough damage to them with this to finish them off. At least this game gives a couple of rounds of easy kills, you know. It's just funny seeing cockroaches getting sucked up into oblivion. Ah, that's close. Might use this to heal my, restore my MP for the other fight. Yeah, let's go ahead and use a mana root on us. Might be able to just manually melee him to death. Yeah, I think there's only one other creature that's really going to give me a challenge. Well, actually, I guess two, because there is a boss, another boss monster. So, all right, they're done. 4,000 experience, nice. I don't know if I'll gain a level from this, but all right, trial number 5. Alright, we got ourselves the Night Stalker, which the Night Stalker is Wind Elemental. So let's use Strong Earth on him. You would think Shock, his Shock Blast or whatever would be the one where he has a unique dialogue from everything else, but no, he uses the same one as his Earth one. Oh well. Luckily, since I'm Wind Elemental, his any magic he has that'll won't hurt me as much. Though guns do hurt. Well, I mean, guns always hurt, no matter what game you're in, really. I mean, man, you shot Marv in the face, you know? Hopefully this will be enough to finish him off. No? Could swear that would have been enough. Alright, one more. Just keep shoving stones at him, man. It's plenty. Really? He's still up? Huh. Alright. I swore that was enough. Are you still up? I don't remember this guy having this much HP. I guess I misremembered. Then again, I don't have everyone's stats memorized in this game. I have like their elemental weaknesses memorized. Well, for the most part. I do have to write notes for some of them. I didn't want to do what I did with Dark Cloud where I mentioned every single strength and weakness. Because that did kind of get blown a little bit out of proportion when I did that, so. It did bog down the game a little bit. So, but I wanted to try to be differently efficient in some games over others. Like, in some games I don't go into too much detail because it's not really that necessary, which with Dark Cloud I could have easily ignored a lot of that stuff because you can beat that game without having really being perfectly knowing everyone's strengths and weaknesses. But kind of like this game. Although this game, it's a good idea to know what their elements are because that definitely helps with damage. And all this other stuff, but you don't have to know every single variation of their stat. Just like, you know, what their physical defense is, and spirit defense is, just so you know what would be more effective against them. And obviously, if you know what element they are, which is more useful against bosses. There we go, finally. God, I forgot how much HP this guy has. Not super dangerous, but still annoying. Alright, trial number 6. Oh, we got ourselves another boss-like creature, the Tindalos there. So Tindalos is fire, so we could use Aqua Blade on him. Oh yeah, I guess I could have popped up into the back row. I'll do that next round. And this guy will take a hot minute to go through, so. Ow. Yeah, he's got one of those abilities that reduces your HP based off its percentage. I gotta make sure we can. Oops. No, I don't want to run away. I want to step in the back. Yeah, see, his normal attack's fine. It's just when he does that one ability where it reduces all my HP down. Yeah, those are really tricky enemies. The ones that do that to me. So, but luckily he himself doesn't do a ton of damage, and I'm doing a decent amount of damage on him, and my agility's high enough I can almost overlap him a couple of times.
I hate you. I hate you.
Might get another mana extract in here. I might have to go buy some more mana extracts after this is over. I thought I had a decent amount, but oh no, fire breath. Whatever shall I do? No, that hurts. It burns. It burns. Not. Alright, anyway, let's keep going.
I hate you.
But yeah, what I'll do after these fights is I'm going to basically show what happens when I start the fights and then when I end them, like what item I get for finishing them off, just to show you what happens when you beat it with everyone. There's going to be one character that you're going to be like, this is all you get? Really? Well, I think I mentioned it before, what it possibly is, but I'll keep it, oh, there's Death Touch again. Actually, since he doesn't do a ton of damage, because Death Touch is, like I said, percentage-wise, so let's go ahead and use just another minute extract on me. But I definitely don't want to end this fight with low HP, because for whatever the next encounter will be, so I'll still heal myself. Because you don't want to pop up and then fight another Wind Shear. I mean, technically, it's I think it's named. Yeah, it's another Wind Shear. I was trying to look up what his actual name was. So. And yeah, you don't want to start that fight with like no HP against that guy. So.
I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah, have you ever thought about love? You know, love and marriage. Baby comes in a baby carriage or something like that. You know, what's with all the hate? Alright, you're done for. Yeah, 8,000 experience. No, almost gained a level. Yeah, one way to maybe gain levels is to equip the monkey earrings, but really you have to kind of... probably maybe Keith or Yuri would be best to do that for on this one. So anyway, trial number 7. Alright, yeah, another boss. So we've got here Mr. Mammon there, so, and he's Earth for those who don't remember, so Air Shot will be, or Air Shot, well actually I could use the Shock it spell too, because it's non-elemental, so it'd do whatever power or damage it does as is, so. This guy I remember having quite a bit of HP as well, so. Right, I gotta remember to set myself back so I don't take as much damage. But with the crucifix and everything, it won't be a big deal. So yeah, I don't know how this girl is able to have the powers to summon all these monsters and stuff like that. I think I'll get that checked. You know, hopefully Carl will help her in that endeavor. But gross. Ew, ew, ew. Just shoot blasts of air in his face. Or perfect, whatever. I mean, wind is powerful. Have you seen what happens with compressed air when it's used against people? Ugh. Actually, isn't that a type of weapon, airsoft guns or whatever, where it's basically just shooting compressed air at people? Yeah. Unless I'm mixing up my technologies. Possibly. So many different technologies in the world and everything like that, so. Yeah, luckily this guy doesn't do a ton of damage, so... I mean, he hurts, and I'm taking the hurt, but, you know, it's not scary, dangerous. Oops. Dang it. Gotta remember I don't need a crit every time, as long as I get close to it, but... And really, like I said, I can't really afford to not... Nope. I was looking at my notes while I did that, and I was like, oh, right, I gotta pay attention to fights, so... Hey, this guy isn't super dangerous, but he doesn't have to be dangerous. I can just be stupid. And that would cause me to lose. Alright, let's go ahead and heal since he's done some decent damage to me, so... I'm gonna have to use a pure root because I'm... it's because I missed twice. This is a guy who did the 10 spin ring. You know how hard that is? Like, a lot of people can't actually do that. Like, that's how difficult that is. You know? Not trying to praise myself too much, but, you know, it only took me like 10 minutes to master it, so... Well, I don't know if you say master. If you put that in front of me again, I would definitely not be able to do that the first time. I really had to be... You have to be almost in a zone to really do that. Or just be really... Have really good hand-eye coordination. Oh, joy, howling. Great. Thanks for healing yourself. Thanks for noticing. Luckily, he only does that once.
I hate you. I hate you.
I might have been able to finish him off if I hadn't messed up that many times. Well, I mean, well, I'll still finish him off. What I mean is without having to use a pure root on me. But yeah, let's do that just in case. It would be nice to be maxed out so I can actually get my full thing. Yeah, I'll do one more air shot and then I'll use a MP restorative. Don't want it. Like I said, I don't want my next fight to be the wind shear, and I don't have all my MP ready to go. So. HP wise, I don't have to have max HP. So needle rain. Ow. Yeah, probably one of the most damaging abilities out of all of his stuff, really. Didn't want to heal myself completely on that, just because if it really comes down to it, I could always use one of those T's to heal me, because I'll do the HP MP thing. Because I'm not gonna have to really worry about using those specifically on the final boss. I'll just basically be using extracts to heal, really. Oh, he's a wobbling. He's a wibble wobbling. Do one more, and then maybe I'll use one of those T things. I don't know. I kind of want to save them for my other characters just in case, you know. Because Haley can do this pretty much by himself with almost no problems. As long as he's a decent level, obviously. Yeah, let's go ahead and get another mana root on here. So that way we're roughly got enough HP, and then I'll heal myself too. Shockwave. Oops, I didn't actually mean to defend. Ah, you got it. Healing, howling again. I thought you only did that once during a fight. I must be. Maybe that's only for when you first fight him the first time. He only does it, or maybe I just killed him too fast. I don't remember. I don't know every monster's you know, mechanics and well, I know their mechanics. Well, I mean, I don't know their patterns, like how they work. Like, you know, you could go through the code and say, oh, he heals when he hits this percentage, or he heals this percentage when he's at this low of a HP for so many rounds. You know, that type of thing. That I don't know. It's worse when an enemy, when you have basically a time limit, like with the SP, and then you have a enemy that'll heal himself. Great. Looks like it's after so many turns. Ugh. Well, that's just dragging it out. That's not fun. I'm gonna have to use another pure root. Shoot. Dang it. You got just hit the thing. You can tell I'm a little annoyed and tired at this point. So I am recording this a little later than I usually do. So it means I can get frustrated a little bit faster. So. I might have to go in and use another pure root. I was hoping not to have to use another one, but I don't want to risk it, so. Okay, let's air shot again. Maybe I should have just been using his most powerful spell, to tell you the truth. Because it'll still do more damage, you know, than this. It just will cost more MP. Either way, he's finished. Or she's finished, I guess. Both. Alright, gained a level. Nice. 48. The magical level of 48. Wow, you won. Alright, challenge 8. No, we haven't seen you in a while, at least that design of creature. So, we got ourselves the Dark Judge. So he is Earth Elemental, so we can keep using Wind Shot on him. Let me see how much Shock Max does to him, and I'll do Air Shot just to see. And I'll see like what the totals are, and I might just keep doing Shock Max, for example. Alright, 473. I doubt his Air Shot's gonna be that much less. I guess we'll see. I like how it hits right in his face. Oh, I beat him already. I forgot he had such little HP. He only dropped 1,000. Well, there you go then. That was a bit overkill. Challenge 9. Alright, we got the other Wind Shear. Great. Luckily, this guy isn't as bad as his other cousin, but he's the full armored Wind Shear. So let's step back. Yeah, so he still does a lot of damage, but doesn't do as much damage. I'm gonna go just to use a Terra Root. Or Terra Extract, I mean. And he is Earth Elemental. So we could do air shots on him. And same thing, he doesn't have a ton of HP, similar to his cousin. He just does a ton of damage to us every time he hits us, so. You gotta keep using your strongest attacks, huh? I see how it is. You just want to keep hitting me with your strongest... Well, I mean, that's what I would do, personally, you know. I mean, that's the most dangerous enemies, actually, in the game, is enemies that can actually have the same tactics as humans, which is hit them with the hardest stuff every single time, every time. You know? That's what I do. It's what's that strategy where you always use your most efficient attack every single time? Effective strategy or something like that. That might be the term. I'm not officially sure. He's a wibbling. He's a wobbling. Yeah, I better just use another Terror Extract, since we've gotten a decent amount of those, but I will have to MP heal. Fortunately means I'm going to waste a turn using that, but extract. Don't use combos, man. Come on. That's not what I'm here for, man. Don't do all that full damage to me. There he goes. Nice. Alright. Yeah, no experience. Boo. Alright, and the final challenge. Challenge number 10. Which is... Yeah, these gross guys, huh? All right, what do we got? We got the speckled creeper, which is light elemental, and then we got the happy creeper, which is dark elemental. So let's go ahead and use black hole on him. And these guys are the weakest out of the creatures, by the way, so should be able to do, like, take 1 or 2 turns to finish them off, so. Alright, that's it for him. And then I'll use Shock Max for you.
Mother, give me power!
Hopefully that's enough power, dude. Oh, that's right. This guy's physical. I forgot. It's been forever since I fought these guys. So sue me. That ain't gonna work on me anyway, so. Yeah, see, I'm immune to that, so. At least I got crit. There you go. Yeah, I completely forgot that they were melee only. Like I said, it's been a while since I fought those guys, so. Oh, you won. Fought long and hard, and you're all done. In honor of your 10 wins, we'll give you this. Receive the metal jacket. So. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no extra dialogue from the characters, so I can just kind of win this stuff off screen. So, okay, so basically the way it works is... Okay, let me look over their rewards. So, the reason why I want to do Haley, just to show it off, because no one else really gets a crazy good reward, but Haley gets the best reward for himself. He gets the metal jacket, which is his ultimate armor in the game. A soul-screaming jacket. A jacket made of thin sheet of heavy metal. Heavy metal! Causes multiple fracture wounds to enemies when hit with bare hands. With bare hand. It's heavy, but shout and bear it. Cuts earth damage in half. So we equip that. Now, I'm going to do the rest of these guys off screen, except for the final reward, and I'll show the reward for that. But if you beat all 12 challenges with Yuri, you get a 7th key. If you do with Alice, you get another crucifix. If you do it with Zhu Jin, you get a silver hand item. With Margaret, she gets the worst reward, which is a tissue. That's it. And then with Keith, you get a belt of Thor, which is a decent accessory. And then when we win with all of them, we get one final reward, but I want to show that off. What is the reward? What will all this effort get to us? And will Yuri be able to finally confront his dad with a silver spoon and jumping over the moon and all that fun stuff? We'll find out next time in the next episode of Shadow Hearts. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.